Good morning everyone, and welcome to this very lovely, very picturesque small little village in France. Welcome to Pallegney. So, let's start with the beginning, because, well, this is new, obviously. Well, the video is new, the vlogging, what I'm doing is new, not the farm. Let's get on to that. My name is Lucas, but you guys will probably better know me as Virtual Farming Live, and I've just bought myself a farm in a little village called Pallegney in France. I used to be a farm worker. I've worked on a lot of farms over the years. I've been farm workers, farm managers. I've worked for contractors in the UK, in the Netherlands, in Germany, actually here in France. That's how I know about this farm. And my latest adventure was in Asia. And I've always wanted to own my own farm, and I finally got the chance to buy this farm. So a bit of background on this farm. The farmer I bought it from was an elderly farmer that didn't think he had anyone to take over the farm. So that means a couple of things. The farm is a bit outdated, it has a lot of old equipment and a lot of old practices as well, on the way that the soil preparation and everything. It's primarily an arable farm growing cereal crops. They already got 2/3 of the fields planted with barley at the moment, but it also has this, a beef fattening stable where they fatten up calves until they're beef and then sell them at, I believe, 17 months old. This is the main tractor. It's a John Deere 8400 with, I believe, around 220 horsepower, RTK GPS, and it's the main workhorse on the farm. On the other side, we have a very old but very cool BM Volvo wheel loader, which is just used for loading all the stuff around. There's actually a small workshop over here to do some maintenance. That over there is my car. As you might have already seen, it's a Skoda, it's actually brand new. And on the back of it is a very nice looking silage level, which I bought in the Netherlands and I took over here. There is a combination drill, which is a combination of a power harrow and a seed drill. A very old but very nice and actually quite well maintained Massey Ferguson tipper trailer. Then we have an old 4-meter row disc harrow, which is gonna be replaced soon with a brand new one. We've got a set of Samaz mowers here that do with a clean and a bit of maintenance, but those are the two mowers for the grass work. The farm has roughly 15 hectares for arable land, and then it has another 3.5-4 hectares for grassland to feed the cattle with. We have a straw blower over here, an old Lemken cultivator, again that's going to be replaced really soon. Here we have a Samaz windrower, Fliegel cattle trailer, and a very nice, very old 3650. So, oh, that's a pillar. So, fun fact actually, I used to, or actually the first tractor I've learned to drive back home in the Netherlands was this exact model, the 3650. It was not as good looking as this one, but it worked. And it's actually the first tractor I learned on how to drive. So, I'm very pleased that we actually have one now on the farm and that it's mine. And I can already guarantee you this one is never going away. And back here a couple of silage clams, as you can see. And this are the fields. So we've got 2 barley fields over here near the farm, and there's one just over there. You can see the green between the plowed fields. That's barley as well, that's ours. Back here we've got a fuel bowser, a couple of belt fork, a bucket, a couple of other things as well. So whilst I was having lunch, the transport company actually arrived. As you can see, they're already here, parked up, ready to be unloaded. So I'm just gonna have a quick look. So if I'm not mistaken, I ordered 7 pallets. I was about to say I should have 4 of herbicide, which seems to be the case. Oh yeah, 4 of herbicides and then 3 of liquid fertilizer. Let me have a quick chat with the driver. Be right back. So that chat took a bit longer than I expected because we had to make some calls. What happened is that these IBCs are a very annoying size for the transport company because they can't like stack them on top of each other or beside each other, so they can only take 5 with them. So the other two are still coming. They'll be a bit later if they've got a bit of space left in a load, and they'll just drive by here and drop them off, because they're actually really close to, or the company itself is actually located really close to my farm. So that's the lorry gone. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna keep the time lapse in or not, but you'll know by now. There was one other thing that I forgot to show you guys. This is a Class Zerion, and it's a very special piece of equipment. There are not that many made. They're old, but they're really cool. And this one is set up as a self-propelled sprayer, which is pretty much the only thing that it does. So it has a Jacobi, oh, it's on here as well, my bad. Jacobi sprayer on it, on the back, which holds roughly 2200 liters. And the engine is underneath the cab, so you can't actually see it, but it's in there. So it doesn't have an engine in front, which gives you very good visibility in the front. Oh yeah, and it's in the blue fent color, which makes it even rarer, so that's cool. The first piece of equipment is off, and it's the cultivator. So it's a Romaco cultivator. I don't know the exact serial number. It's 4 meters wide, and it has rather aggressive looking tines, as you can see. So what this does is it can go deep, open the soil up, mix it up, and slightly level it out with the tires on the back. And it should work a lot better than the old Lemken that we have, just because it's a bit more sophisticated. You can also actually raise it up a bit so it only goes through the ground shallow if you want a fine tilth and a level seed bed itself. This is a disc harrow. What it does is those discs cut into the ground, top 10 centimeters. They throw up the soil and they mix it so you get a level seedbed, so it's seedbed preparation as well. The main difference between a disc and the other cultivator is that when I'm using the disc for seedbed preparation, I'm actually cutting up the crop residue. So if there's a crop with a lot of residue on the field, the discs cut up the residue and mix it in properly in the top layer of the soil. That's something the cultivator doesn't do. And this is the big one. This is a ripper, subsoil, or I used to refer to this as a ripper. It goes in deep, 30 to 45 centimeters, and it just opens up the soil. It also mixes it up a bit, so it also does slightly work as primary tillage, but the main thing is to open up the soil so that the water can go through in the winter, and the roots can come through in the spring as well when the crop starts growing, so you get a better root penetration in the field, giving you a healthier crop. Last look at these cultivators, which I haven't used, but honestly, or this kind of cultivator which I haven't used, and I'm not that depressed about it. The Lemken just isn't quite what I'm looking for. I know this piece of equipment, it's good, but it's not good for the type of crops that I want to transition into, and the disc is just a pain. It's longer than it's wide and it's hard to maneuver, and I'm happy I'm getting rid of it. So yeah, one last look at this beautiful. So good morning everybody. So yeah, about yesterday evening after loading up the lorry, I kind of put down the camera to put away the new equipment, and I ended up forgetting to pick it back up again. So here I am, it's the next day. I've already fed the cows and everything and done all the jobs I need to do. And the contractor's coming over soon to start working on, or with the manure spreader I should say, to start to spread the manure on some of the arable fields I've got. So they should be here any minute.
There's somewhere to be every night of the week. Seems God ain't close as he used to be. And there's more tequila in this old town than pines in Tennessee. I ain't the man I thought I'd be. And these neon lights that keep me up got me thinking, maybe mom and dad had it right all along. We're too old to still be alone, and we ain't happy ever after all. I'm just saying it wouldn't be as bad as we made it out, living in our hometown.
So I hope you guys liked that little cinematic from the manure spreading. There wasn't that much actually, it wasn't even 2 full trailer loads, and the driver told me afterwards that he didn't even get to finish or get to start on the headlands of the field they were spreading on, so it wasn't that much unfortunately, so I need to go back there and do something else with fertilizer. And I think I might have an idea. As you can see, all the manure is gone, but I do have quite a full slurry basin at the moment. I believe it can hold 100,000 liters, or it looks like it's 80% full, so 80,000 liter in it. So I need to do something about this quick. So the contractor doesn't have an actual slurry tanker to use, and neither do I at the moment, nor do I have something to transport it with in order to sell it. So I think I'm going to invest in a slurry tanker, but I have to see which one I'm going to invest into. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a lot of talking and not much farming. That's gonna change obviously, but as it is the first episode, it might take a while before. It always takes a while to get off your feet and introduce the farm and everything. With that said, if I'm not mistaken, or at least the goal is to have 2 videos out at the same time, both episode 1 and 2. So if you've watched this one till the end and you want to see more, episode 2 is out already with a lot more action, if I'm not mistaken, and the answer to the question what I'm going to be doing with the slurry spreading. But for now, thanks so much for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time here in Pallegney. Thanks for watching.